Matching hundreds. It's a coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the all-time passing leader in NFL history at 40 years of age now, Drew Brees.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it, this is the one we wanted, isn't it? A chance to watch an MVP candidate perform down the stretches 4 weeks ago. How are you feeling about his chances?
Well, I think he certainly has a shot. It's going to determine what he does and what the others around him do for these last 4 weeks. But more MVP chatter, it seems like, every year as you hit the month of December. This year's going to be no exception.
Yeah, I know he's not ranked number 1 right now, but if he plays up to his capabilities, I think he's going to win the thing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brees. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 23 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw, it's Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And give them a gain of 37. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Brees. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. Jared Cook. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, out of Eastern Illinois.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Garoppolo finding Goodwin. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
He was brought down by Adrian Colbert.
Easy work. It's easy work.
A gain of 9 brings up
Now Brees on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Brees pass. Intended for Javorius Allen.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. A look now at the defensive starters for the Saints. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Murray. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Brees. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, now Brees. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Next to score, Saints
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Coleman. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 24, Brees again has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down. Brees now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brees now to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, 49ers 7.
On 2nd down now, it's Murray. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Allen.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Completes this one to Meredith. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Throwing now is Brees. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Brees now. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stops right around the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Brees. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Niners on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Brees gets it to Meredith complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Brees now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And Ginn's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. This is caught by Ginn. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Ginn. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Oh, we got it. We got it. Ready? Single.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brees. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on 1st down is Brees. Now Brees lost the football.
Sack City, baby.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. On 2nd and 7, Brees over the middle. It's Jared Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Brees now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Murray. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop.
Now Brees lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right? And now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Saints will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Open man is born. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now it's Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Brees to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go with Murray again. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call, because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Saints 38.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's Brees to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brees on the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Allen. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That's on Teron Armstead, the left tackle. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Brees. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Now Brees lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. And the 49ers first down.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gold with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Holding. Defense.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, but it'll be second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. This is Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a third down. They run again with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brees. And this is Cook with a grab. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here now, a look at Drew Brees in our player spotlight. Maybe he's wondering, hey, what else do I have to do? He's playing well as we roll through some of these highlights. Bottom line, though, they're down.
And while he may be wondering, he's got to get that out of his mind. He's got to think to himself, lead, continue to play well, maybe a little bit extra. That's what quarterbacks do when they're trying to get their teams into the victory lane.
See if he can lead them to that victory lane. Brees going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Brees will try again on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brees now to throw. And he finds Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Brees. And Matthews makes a grab. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Brees. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brees to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Brees again. Allen's got it complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Brees. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
13 yards on the play.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Brees going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run with Breida. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, a run from Breida. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.